Hey, how's everyone doing? My name's Kurt, I'm a Daddy Draws, and this is a Monday night get-together. Let me close the window a little bit right there. And this is part 2 of a short little series that we're doing on looking at this great book by Andrew Loomis called Fun with a Pencil. And you can see I have an older version here, and the cover is gone. But you can still pick this thing up. It's still available. It is a great little book for people to start learning how to draw the figure. Andrew Loomis has 3 parts to it. The first part is drawing the human head. The second part is drawing the body. And the third part is a nice section on perspective. So we won't be covering the perspective part, but we will be looking at part 2 tonight, drawing the body. And it's a simple, use a simple formula to do that. We'll take a look at it. In recent years, I've seen, I think, better approaches, but who am I going to question Andrew Loomis, right? Hey, the crow's checking in. Hello, Mr. Crow. So, anyways, with that being said, let's jump into the second part of Fun with a Pencil and kind of walk through some of the drawings that Andrew Loomis has. And while I remember, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. So let's get into this right away. So I'm going to just kind of walk through very slowly the same shapes that he draws, and you can kind of follow along and we'll see how we do. So first thing he has as his body, he starts off, of course, with a head. Page number, I'm on page 53. 53. So we have our head. That's going to be our brow line. Now you must remember when you're drawing your heads, if you're looking straight at them, they're going to be a little bit flat on the sides. Okay, you're welcome, Sharon. Let's come down here and let's do a mark right down here. So, yeah, that's good. Typically, when you're drawing, the proportions of a human figure are something like this. And this is random right here. That little length I made where the top of the head to the bottom of the feet. If you go half, exactly half, usually it's the upper body, the lower torso, and then the legs are down here. Feet are here. Hands are here. And then if you take this distance and just divide it in half, that will give you the arm length. So hands are just below the hip, and you can measure that in general just by standing up and trying that out. So from shoulder to the hands, you take halfway, and that's about the upper and lower. That's the upper and lower arm for you. Diamond painting? No, I haven't. I'll have to check that out. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. Diamond painting. Diamond painting. All right. Okay, so we have our head here. Let's come down and say our body is going to be this length, down all the way down here. Okay. From here to here, let's go halves. This is a little bit different proportion than Andrew Loomis is doing right now. All right, so that's going to be a half. Upper torso. And then he uses a trapezoid for the pelvis. All right, we come out here. This is going to be the joints. I do like this, how he curves his legs. This gives them a very springy feel to it. And then, if you could remember, I put a little dot here. This is the toe. The big toe is always on the inside. The big toe is on the inside. All right, let's come out again here with a slight curve to the knee. And then this one, let's give the side of the foot. See that? And there's the leg. All right, I'll have to check that out, Crow. Okay, right here, he ends up having the, this will be the kind of the collarbone. And here he has this character kind of saluting. So put the hand in first. And then find that halfway point. So if this is, we're going to be something like that maybe. All right, halfway point. Then, of course, this is the rib cage. Rib cage will come up like this and then back down the other side. So it ends up being something like this. Okay, how do we use this in like some different characters, right? So let's manipulate this a little bit, okay? So let's come over here on the second version, right? And let's make this person the same height. So I'm going to go top and bottom. But let's come down here. Let's make our mark right there. So this will be the pelvis, all right? So this is how we're going to exaggerate it. Maybe this is like a really big barrel of a chested person. So we're going to upper torso here. Head. Halfway is the brow line. And if we move the features to the right just a little bit, look at that. Just by shifting them, we kind of give the impression that the person's looking off to their left. Okay. We'll put one hand over there, another one over there. So halfway. Halfway. Okay, we're going to come out. come out. A little bit of a curve. Big toe right there. Okay, let's do it again. We'll put a top and a bottom. In this case, let's give them super long legs, like they're a basketball player or something. And then if you wanted to shift the rib cage, look, just shift that center line. See, now this person is looking off to their left. And then this foot I'm going to put a little bit higher so it starts to play into perspective just a bit. All right, let's pretend like maybe he has a basketball right there. And his hand is holding that basketball up against his leg. Okay, halfway. Other hand is going to be over here, maybe. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna take away that now. So that's your basic mannequin that he uses. All right, let's get a new blank sheet here. And let's draw some of these poses he has, okay? So we can get a better idea how this is working. All right, so here's a side view. All right, here's a side view of a guy running. So let's see. All right, so let's get the head in first. All right. Then the spine is coming from the back here. Okay. Whenever I'm drawing, sketching something like this, I always start with the core. The core is the upper and lower body. Then I do the head, then I do the legs, and then I do the arms after that. So here's one leg, all right? And then his other leg. This is on page 56, by the way. Oop, I gotta scoot this over just a bit. And then one thing you have to remember when you're drawing any type of walk cycle or a run, the arms are opposite, okay? The arms are opposite. So this knee is forward. That means that this hand back here is going to be in the opposite direction. Look, halfway. Look at that right there. All right, you could even, that's kind of his rib cage right there. Okay, where's his other hand? Other hand is going to be out there. Let's see, where's the halfway point? Maybe right there. Okay, let's keep going. He's got one nice one where someone's jumping here. Let's do this jumping one. This will be nice right over here. So I like to throw like a little gesture, like a little action line or gesture line. There's my head. So in this pose, he's going to be crunching his body closer together because he's ready to jump. So what's a good way to practice? Well, a great way to practice is to do exactly what we're doing right now. If you get a hold of his book, or if you download a PDF, it would serve you really well just to draw his drawings multiple times. In fact, if you're looking for like a monthly challenge, that might be your challenge to draw maybe 2 or 3 pages a night or something like that. Every drawing. And furthermore, to read the text. Read what he's saying. Ooh, I don't like my jawline there. Okay, let's get that other arm. Look at that. On the other side of the body. Okay, other leg right there. And here, just when we get to in about 10 minutes, hang in there for 10 more minutes, because then I'm going to show you one other way that you can practice these figures. Nancy, we're using this book by Andrew Loomis called Fun with a Pencil. As soon as we're done, I will post a link in the comment section to Amazon where you can pick that book up. So as soon as we're done today, I will It'll be done here in about 30 minutes or so. I'll post a link in the comments and you can click on that, and that will connect you to Amazon, where you can pick up the book if you like. Okay, let's do some more figures here. Okay, different poses. So he's got this nice boxer here. So let's get this boxer in place. This was this book by Andrew Loomis, and you know, Andrew Loomis is like the hot way. Many. I don't know. He's emerged as the number one way, the process of drawing portraits that everyone uses his technique. Generally speaking, there's many others, but for whatever reason, he's just the one who's caught on fire, and everyone talks about drawing portraits the Andrew Loomis way. So look, here's the pelvis right here. Look at that. In more of a 3D view. All right, we got one boxing glove here. Another boxing glove up there. All right, we're going to come around like this. There's the heel. Okay, come around, slight curve. There's his other foot. Big toe is always on the inside. When you're looking at the foot from this side here, you'll see that the toes kind of go that direction. You see that? The big toe always leads. You could think of, used to call it when I taught figure drawing, I would say that the big toe was the general, and all the little toes were all of the army men. So the general leads his men forward. Okay, let's find the halfway point right about there. Okay, this other shoulders there, so we're going to go halfway. Okay, let's do two more here. Let's do two more. Oh, let's see, what is it? Oh, this is a good one. All right, so this next character here is going to be chopping wood. All right, so let's get an action line here, right? Draw an oval at the bottom down here, and this is going to be our stump, okay? I put this line right here so that I can direct the head, so I know where the head is going to be looking. So let's just drop the head down here. And then, since he's going to be looking this way, get his upper body here. Okay, when we're going to draw an object, or the hands holding an object, we always want to draw the object first. So let's just say this is his axe. Draw the object first. Then draw the hands second. I'm not sure if he's doing this right, but that's okay. All right, so there's half, and the other half. He's gonna make an axe. He's gonna be. This is an accident waiting to happen. Yeah, definitely. Let's see now. Should he be like? It looks like he's playing the flute, but that's okay. Oh my. All right, so let's see. Let's get this down here. All right, there's the center line. Yeah, he's definitely it should be like this. All right. All right, there's this knee. Right, and then there's the other foot. At least he's kind of got his feet going there. Hey, buddy, I don't know what you're gonna cut here, but you better turn your axe around. Now this is a good example where this is why it's so good to have reference sometimes. You can take the strike the pose yourself and then look at a picture and you can see, okay, this is the right mechanics, which we're going to do in just a second here. So hold on. All right, let's do this last one here. This one is a person playing the piano, okay? All right, so we're looking at them from the back. All right. How I drew that really quickly is, when I'm drawing these, I just think of the outline. Okay. All right, so his lower body's going to cover up his other leg here. Maybe not. It might show up just a little bit. All right, shoulders. All right, so there's his hand up there, and we're going to pretend like his other hand is back here, kind of behind his head. And you won't really see his arm because his body is covering it up, but The back of head, I want you to draw a line right there. That would tell you that this is where his neck would go into the back of his head. Okay, now let's do this. Let's bring up this picture here. Okay, let's use this as a reference and see if we could take this basic figure that we've learned already from Andrew Loomis and pose it into this picture, all right? So let's start off with a gesture line, a line of action. All right, if I was going to draw, let's draw that upper torso right there. Now he's really leaning back, so let's... See, this is where I would suggest that you get the core. This is the core. That's his rib cage. Now this shoulder's, look at that now. That shoulder's going to be a little bit lower than that one over there. All right, he's got a book he's reading, so let's just kind of put a line for the book. And he's got a cup of coffee right here. All right, I'm going to use a square for his head. Look at that. There's the center line of his face to the right. You could use his glasses as a to establish the front of his face, the crossbar of his glasses. So his ear is going to be back here. There's his hand. I just did that with a square. All right, now let's come back here. And notice where his arm attaches. It's to the top. You see that? All right, his elbow's going to be back here behind the book, and then we see his hand underneath. And this is a great way to practice. You kind of go through a number of Andrew Loomis's figures, and then get yourself some photographs. And just try and draw those figures looking at those poses. try and draw the figures using your little pose guy. When it comes to the feet, I usually do like a little slope for the front end, drop it down for the toes. They're almost kind of like Frankenstein boots. Okay, so check this out now. Here's his kneecap, right? Now look vertically, it lines up right below his face. You see that? And horizontally, it's just below his other knee. So use those two measurements to get your knees lined up correctly. So it's going to be below his face and just below there, just like something like that. And then this is going to go back in space. And the toe, look at that. So this would be the first step of drawing the figure. And once you'd practice this over and over again, then you start to like flesh it out. So let's say this is the lower leg. You know, you start thinking of it in this terms. Not tonight, but just in general. In fact, in his book, Andrew Loomis has a little character, let me show you, that later on he introduces. It's this little mannequin that he's made to help him start to flesh these things out. All right. Let's bring up another photo here. Let's use this girl right there. All right, let's do a quick action line here. Let's start off this time with that her lower body, okay? So look what I've done here. I've done this. How do I do that? I'm kind of looking at her waist. I'm visualizing her waist. Look, let me change that to be green. It might be easier to see. Like this. And then she's sitting along the wall. You see that? And then I just build my parallelogram based upon that. Okay, so she's definitely leaning forward here. That might be too much. This is like a 3/4 view, so I'm going to see more of the side here. All right, there's my head. Look now where that center line is. Center line is there. Doing this, I just thought it would be a little bit, instead of doing the book, copying the book exactly, I wanted to show you how you could practically use the book. Put it into practice. Okay, so there's my head. And now look at this. There's the knee. So where is that knee in relationship to the head? Okay, it's sticking way out there. So if we are here, it's going to be about there. And then this, all right, this is going to almost lines up with the back of that ear right there, you see? Back of the ear. All right, other knee is coming out here. And then this, look at the relationship. The toe is a little bit higher. And, you know, as I'm looking at this, I think her head is probably lower than what I originally drew it. But it gives you the idea. All right. All right, look at this. Her hands are coming over the edge there, right? Where's the halfway point? Right about there. And then this one's over here. And if I was going to flesh this out, you could see it's a matter of just kind of start to use cylinders. It's a good starting place. Let's do one more here. Let's get rid of that. And I got one more to do. We'll do this one here. And okay. All right, here we go. Top of the head. That's where the feet are going to go. Now this is a realistic person, so we can definitely use those proportions. So there's the top and bottom. There's the center. Now this is like, we're looking at this from a 3/4 view a little bit. So this leg is going to come out this way, right? Look, curve, curve. All right, this foot is here, so look where this other one is. He's taking a step forward there. Curve. Now this right here, this is, you're going to get like the rib cage to come in like this. All right, his hand's going to be about here because it's going into a pocket. Halfway. That's going to be where our elbow is going to be. This is going to be my jawline. Okay, look at this bag. I'm just thinking this almost as a block. Hand will just put a block here, just a square. So there are 3 photos I just showed you how you can use the Andrew Loomis method, part 2 of his book, Fun with Pencils, to start to work out your figure drawings with a little bit more, your people drawings with a little bit more structure than just kind of, where do I begin to draw the figure? You know, instead of drawing from the outside in, the contour in, you could start drawing from the inside out, and it will give your characters and people and drawings a whole lot more life. So, hey, thanks for watching tonight. My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. So that will bring my review of Fun with a Pencil by Andrew Loomis to a close. There is a part 3 in the book, and it focuses on perspective. And there's a little bit about drawing the figure and objects in perspective. I took a look at it. It's totally worth it. Check this out. That's what I got. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Now, go out there. Make your day great. Bye-bye.